What's up, guys? It's JBNBA here for my Q&A that I promised. But yeah, we'll just get right into it because I don't want this video to be that long. But first question comes from @EMXBEE, so I guess MXB. But his question is, what is your biggest accomplishment? I would say my biggest accomplishment is probably just like my Instagram page, or like my famous acknowledgements, if we're like talking like Instagram world. But yeah. Next question comes from JBuckets234. Why are you the best editor on the planet? It's just practice, man. Just keep doing it every single day. Get really good at it. Next question, we got 4 questions from him. It's @Luca Gizzoni, spelled Gisone. First question that he asked is, what's your full name? It's Jake BOLYN. And then second question, play any sports? Yes, I play basketball and football. And then third, what grade are you in? I'm in 8th grade. And his last question is, what is your shoe size? I'm normally 10 and a half. All right, so first set of questions done. Next we got a question from JC Design, spelled DSGN_. And it said, what's your biggest inspiration? So I really have a lot. Like, I have a whole page dedicated to like my feed being all inspiration. But some like big ones are Cushing Creations, @Tyson Beck, @JXClay, and many more. Next we got a question from TwizTees, spelled TWIZTYS. Why did you start this, and how do you make your designs? And my response is, I forget why I started it. I make my designs with Photoshop Mix, the app, and I make my drawings with Adobe Draw, also an app on my iPad. Next question, TRS Graphics. Who's your favorite NBA team and player? My favorite NBA team would probably either be the Miami Heat or Philadelphia 76ers. When I was little, I was a big Heat fan because, of course, they were winning because I'm only 14. So, yeah, they were winning, and then when LeBron left, it kind of got like pretty bad, but I just stayed with them. Or the Philadelphia 76ers because I live in Pennsylvania, so yeah. And then favorite player would either be Dwayne Wade or Joel Embiid. Next question comes from, 2 questions now, comes from Sons_land. Where did you get the name JBNBA? So JB is my initials, and I make NBA player art, so that's where NBA came from, and designs also. Next one of his questions is favorite NBA player. Like I said before, Wade or Embiid. Now I think we got 2 from Zach, ZAC, Visuals. And he said, favorite kind of pizza? I would say pepperoni. Next we got another one from him. It says, is water wet? I'm not even going to argue that. Big discussion there. All right, next question comes from Nets, Bigs, and Wings. He said, Dinwiddie or Rose? I would go Rose just because I don't really watch Dinwiddie play. And when I do, one time I played with him in 2K, and his form is terrible in his release, so I don't really like him. So yeah, I would go Rose with that. And then next question, DC.Visuals with 2 S's. Do you play basketball? Yes, I do. Next question comes from Kennard_United, and he said, what inspired you to do this? Wait, hold up. Oh yeah. I honestly forget, but what motivates me to keep doing it is all the support I get. Next question comes from Designs by IL. What got you into designing? So seeing other people's work and attempting to recreate them on apps, which is like what I kind of started off with, and I would veer off and try like my own thing. I just kept practicing. Now, next question, I think he has a few questions, comes from EPB Digitals. It says, if you could choose one person to follow you, who would it be? Definitely LeBron. Just because like it's cool to have him follow you. Biggest NBA player. Really good. Alright, yeah, he got a lot of questions. Next one comes from him. He said, who's your favorite current player? Embiid or Wade, like I've said before. He also asked, who's your favorite all-time player? Which I would say Iverson. Love watching his clips. And he also said, what designer do you look up to? And I would say just like mainly the obvious ones like Tyson Beck, JXClay, all of them. His last question is, when/why did you start making cartoons? I forget really, but I vaguely remember it was because of seeing at Matt Claiborne's basketball work. He's really good, so I decided to start getting into it. Really bad at first, but yeah, I got better. Next question comes from Kevin Elliott Designs. He said, how many hours a day on average do you draw/edit graphics? Alright, so not a lot recently. I've been super busy. Still really active on Instagram though, because I'm able to do that like in school and that stuff. But I would say probably with like ideas and creating, probably an hour and a half minimum. Spend some time thinking of ideas and like jotting them down at school. And then next question comes from 3pointplay_. When did you first realize you could legit draw really well? I would say when I started getting like some famous likes and like them liking them. That really made me feel special. Last question comes from LeBlanc.designs. His question is, do you want to get into doing more Photoshop designs along with the usual illustrations? I don't have Photoshop, but if you mean like my app designs, yes. I can be much more creative with them, and they seem to do well, so I like them. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was my first YouTube video. Probably be putting this on my IGTV too. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.